Morning. Morning. There are 4 communication styles, and what I discovered is that my primary communication style is as a direct communicator. And actually, when I read the description, I had to laugh because it certainly described me. But when I looked at all 4 of the communication styles, what I could see is that I actually utilize all of those different communication styles depending on the role that I'm playing. So just like a Toastmaster wears many hats, I too wear many hats as a communicator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today I'm going to share with you the 4 different communication styles and how I've utilized those in my own life. The first communication style is as a direct communicator. Sorry, trying to play this. So it's as a direct communicator. Someone who uses direct communication is specific, they get to the point, they're ambitious, and they're results oriented. I call this my reporter hat. As a reporter, I was very specific. I was about getting down to business because I needed to gather information. Why? At 6 o'clock, the newscast went on, whether I was prepared or not. So I learned how to be very specific in my communication. When I arrived on the scene, it was very specific. What happened? How did it happen? How many people were involved? I didn't have time in that setting to shoot the breeze. So that's what I consider my reporter hat. I also find that I use this reporter hat in different aspects of my life. Recently, I was actually looking into buying a printer. And as I went out to go buy a printer, I was on a mission. I needed to make a well-informed decision which is going to be the best printer for me. So when I'm talking to the sales associate, I was asking questions. Which is better, the LaserJet or the inkjet? Which has better images? Which is going to last longer? So I was on a mission. I needed to gather information, so my form of communication in that situation was very direct. The next style of communication is initiating. I like to call this my friendship hat. This type of communication is social, enjoys sharing stories, enthusiastic, and is motivated by relationships. So when I think about this, I think about, for example, my weekly gathering with one of my good girlfriends who I'm doing a book study with. Actually, what we discovered is that we needed 2 meetings a week, one to chat and one to talk about the book. So in that time, I'm chatting, I'm talking to her. How was your day? What happened today? Oh, how are you feeling? That's my time to really be engaging, to find out about her life, and to really discover more about her. I take that reporter hat off because it's not time to be on a mission in that particular setting. The next form of communication is supportive communication. I like to call this my counselor hat. I specifically think I wear this hat when it comes to my younger sister. If anyone here is an older sister, you know your younger sibling typically comes to you for advice. I think sometimes I'm the mama sister. And so my sister, when she comes, it's not time for me to be the reporter and now ask, well, what happened? How did that happen? Instead, I'm calm. She needs me to be dependable, approachable, patient. And so in that particular setting, I strive to be a good listener because she needs encouragement. You can do it. You have what it takes. I believe in you. So that's what I consider to be a supportive communicator. The 4th type of communication is analytical communication. This is what I call my business owner hat. I'm not very much of an analytical person, but as an entrepreneur, I've had to learn how to put on that business owner hat because there are times when somebody needs very specific information. When you're an analytical communicator, it's about facts and figures, being precise, and being organized. Somebody wants to know, well, how much does this cost per use? How much is this going to cost on a daily basis? What is going to be the profit margin? And if I'm not prepared with that, it can catch me off guard. So now that I understand that that's a type of communication, then I need to make sure that I'm putting on my business owner hat in that environment, so then now I am prepared and equipped to respond to specific questions with facts and figures, and I'm well organized. In conclusion, there are 4 different types of communication styles. And what I learned is that I need to properly evaluate each setting so that I can discover which is the appropriate communication style to utilize. So in conclusion, my resolution is, in order to be an effective communicator, I need to properly evaluate each situation so I can know which communication style to utilize. Thank you.
Aleesha, awesome.